Good morning from me, it's Annabelle, and today I am gonna get ready with you. I'm really looking forward to just talking my ass off. I am in a particular mood today because I've determined that I am not gonna say the T word. I am just going to try to enjoy the moment just because I have a lot of obligations, and the best I can do is to apply myself in the best way possible while also cherishing all of the blessings and little things that life has in front of us. I need lip balm. There's just so much noise pollution this morning because we have some person with like a bulldozer down the street who hasn't been stopping for an hour no matter how long I waited. I'm guessing it's gonna go on all day. And then we have the lovely sun coming in and out, giving me abandonment issues. I feel like this week just been, running through sand. Like, honestly, it gives me a lot of potential anxiety, but at this point, I'm just thinking, this is just the reality of the situation. I live in a very thin-walled building with freaking construction every day, and this is just the way it's gonna be. And this morning I woke up and had leftover cake for breakfast for my birthday. It was lovely. I couldn't finish it though. And then I went to take a shower because I couldn't last night. Too late. Felt really nice and clean and warm this morning. I put on my usual toner, and unlike other days, I used the Super Glow by Glossier, which is the serum with vitamin C and magnesium, and it's to brighten and energize dull, tired skin. So you apply over your clean face, which I already did, so I'm not going to do it again. But I wanted to mention that because I actually feel like that it does help brighten my complexion. Tyler's been out for the last couple hours. He is out doing CrossFit, but I will explain that later. I've also still got this pimple over here, so I'm using the Glossier. I don't think I took off this packaging. The Zit Stick Breakout Eraser. Let me take off the old product. It's essentially just a small roller ball with benzoyl peroxide acne treatment gel in it. I'm sure that a lot of acne gel solutions have the same benzoyl peroxide. Why don't I start? Oh, well, I'm doing a sponsored mention with Care of, which is a brand that delivers personalized vitamins. You probably remember me talking about this and posting about it as well because it's been a year since I've known Care of. I did a video with them last October, but it has been a year since then, so my subscription looks a little different now based on the way that my lifestyle has changed and the different ways that my needs reflect what I entered on the quiz. You basically take a 5-minute quiz to start and choose the things that you want to prioritize. They give you a curated list of recommended things, but ultimately you can add or drop and change the amount of what is in your delivered package. I have it sitting right here just because it nicely matches the color palette. So it's just been here. Hi, Annabelle has a quote today, and it says, "There are two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it." They used to do more fun facts, and then now it's like a mix of both, but throughout the year you must have seen I post on my story the ones I really like. It's kind of like a fun, exciting mystery every day. It's like a fortune cookie, but not disappointing. And so if you're interested, Care of subscriptions start at $20 a month. It varies depending on your personalized pack. I have 25% off for you in the link down in the description if you're interested, and it works for the first 200 people. I am now going to get ready with this extremely disgusting mirror. That's very dirty. I need to clean it. Tyler is almost home. I sent him off to CrossFit this morning because he's been dying to get a gym membership like you saw in the vlog. I came upon this Groupon, which gives you a month of unlimited classes at this CrossFit place. So I gifted it to him, and this is his second time trying it out. He was so exhausted the first time. It was kind of funny, but he told me that he was on his way back right now. I've just zoomed you in because I figured that for this makeup video it would be a lot. Oh, it was like a galloping horse and him.
Hi. I'm so pissed. Maintenance parked in our spot.
I don't want to think about it. I'm just going with it.
I need to shower now.
Who is that galloping horse in the hallway?
Maintenance.
I always start with the brows because I've noticed that if I use, let's say, foundation, concealer sometimes, and it gets near the brow area, it actually makes it slippery. Does that make sense? Next would be concealer. I use a liquid concealer, so I put a tiny little dot here, but I like to warm it up by spreading it out with my fingertip, and then going into kind of T-zone, but not really. Actually, no, not at all. A little bit more. The size of a quinoa. Getting this redness covered up. Even though I use tissues to blow my nose a lot, so that basically gets wiped away. And I don't ever retouch my makeup in the day because I'm lazy. Next, I just jump into eyeshadow, and I recently purchased this H&M eyeshadow in a nice terracotta, basically like a burnt sienna. Start right here at the very outer edge of the crease, and I bring it in. Bring it in before I bring it upwards, because I eventually do. I like to make the illusion of like a hollow right here, even though my brow bone is actually quite big and protruding. Then I bring it down. Some other days, I think this will work too-ish, but not today. I'm really nervous for the autumn winter because it feels like more than ever this year, my mood really gets impacted by the weather, you know, like getting the seasonal affected disorder, or was it? I'm gonna go in with this Element of Surprise by ColourPop palette. Got it for my birthday from my friend, so thank you so much. The bottom right shade right here, mixed with the shimmery one over here as well, will make a great center lid color. I moved just because this way the light is directly hitting my face. I couldn't tell if I was putting on too much eyeshadow because I can barely see. So just to recap, I put on the matte kind of red-orange eyeshadow to start, put the shimmery over here in the middle / inner part of my lid just because it gives it a lot of dimension, and also the shimmery looks blue purple when you move, which is really nice. And then there's this really hot pink shade that I like to go in and highlight with. Gives us something unexpected. Kind of keep that just on the bottom lid, kind of like I have pink eye, and then where I would put my eyeliner, so not too high. I apply more eyeshadow because it oxidizes and fades out a lot. It never looks this nice later on. I also don't use makeup setting spray, so that must also be why. I should probably let down my hair before it dries up looking crazy. I didn't wash my hair this morning, but whenever you go into the shower, I think the hot steam kind of affects the way it shapes. Okay. Not terrible. I used a straightener. Hasn't really done... Oh, Fabio moment. Not cute. I'm gonna do my bangs in a little bit. I have my straightener already and everything. Another really random thing I like to do is take this chestnut shade and then brush the underside of my nose with it. Maybe even that. That also kind of gets wiped away as soon as I need to blow my nose. Blush after that, but look at this. I don't need too much just because my eyes are really colorful. I found that on days where I have really heavy eye makeup or bright lips, I have less cheeks, and then on days where I don't have time to do any eye makeup, cheeks and lips really colorful. It's also a good trade-off. I miss having that pink hair because I did pink eyeshadow all the time to match it. It was cute. I don't think I'll go back to it anytime soon though. I really enjoy this shade. It's like my favorite hair color, honestly, on anyone, especially people who naturally have this hair color. You know, I'm a mess right now and everything, so I don't know where my eyelash curler went, the one that's really tiny, and this is from Forever 21. I got this in high school sometime. It doesn't work well because my eyes are not hollowed and deep like most people's, or like some people's, because a lot of Asians also don't have that hollow. So literally, this does not touch my eye. It is too curved, which is why I use one that's short. I'm basically curling like 3 hairs right now. Like this? Whatever. Good enough. I'm not gonna do heavy mascara just because I don't want it to be blinking all over my cheeks. Oh man, that is good enough for me. But you know what also makes the big difference is to put it on your bottom lashes. So Tyler's back from his CrossFit class. How was today?
I am so dead. That was tough.
Really, the final step for me is highlighter. This is still the Stila eyeshadow that I love, but it has cracked to powder. For ease of application, I'm gonna shake it like this. I transferred it into this little travel jar. And as you can see, the inside is all covered, so I just dab my finger into it. It just works so brilliantly. This week has just been hectic for me, but I've come to this conclusion to myself that I am not going to spend so much time thinking about the time that I don't have, or thinking about time that I do have, because all it does is waste time, because it doesn't give you more time when you freak out about not having time. And if you need to do something, you're just gonna have to do it eventually. What I've realized is that I really need to sacrifice one work day to focus on this big project. So I was really invested in the print that you guys saw. We had this whole table covered because we were just vigorously making a bunch of yardage so I can reconstruct it. And on my Instagram, I've posted progress and also what it looks like. The consequences was that I haven't been weaving. I took forever doing the setup of a warp, which was just really disappointing because I thought it would be like an hour and a half and it took 4. But I didn't even complain. I just came home and went to bed. It was like 1. I just can't stand the noise down the street, but I can't really do anything about it. This is the only time this week that I can film, and I also made obligations to the brand when I told them that I would have this video ready for them, and I didn't, so I'm already several days late on that, but they've been really nice and flexible, so this is just kind of how I'm catching up with everything. I need to do this whole research project, and I really didn't even start on this other thing for my weaving class. I don't have a good grasp of what I want to do. I'll figure that out today. And then in my other studio, we're supposed to be well on our way into developing really, let's say, resolved patterns and things, and I am still at the point where I don't really know if I like what I have so far. So emotionally in a state of being unsatisfied or worried, but there's no merit in worrying because it doesn't give you more time or more opportunity. So I'm just gonna do it one thing at a time. And I'm glad that I sat down and did this because playing with makeup is fun and it gives me a lot of motivation to go out. I almost forgot my lipstick. Before I continue, I wanted to mention this lip color. This is H&M, and I love the kind of amber color to it. I haven't really seen it elsewhere, but I don't like the finish of it. It's kind of sheer, so I mix in a matte lipstick by Maybelline. This is just the perfect lipstick to matten or mute any tone. I've used this for years as well. I have everything linked out in the description, by the way. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm no longer in a state of worrying and feeling really, really anxious. I'm just more in constant disappointment, I guess, at myself. And I know a lot of it has to do with being a perfectionist and perhaps expecting a lot. So I get that. So I have been learning to let go of things and procrastinate on some things. But the result of that is kind of showing up empty-handed in deadlines where I know that I would have to pay later. So I really don't know how I could have acted differently. I guess if I didn't sleep or eat or do anything fun, but that's not what life is about for me, because it's about the big picture, and I want to look back and know that I also lived the best I could, not just slave away at my academics, because it's a stage and a chapter in my life that I want to make and enjoy. My bangs are still like kind of short. I like to curve them up, and they get a lot of structure that way, and then I just spread them out. This is how I've been doing them for the past month. I feel really grateful all the time, and I think that's what keeps me afloat through all of that. Just knowing, you know, like, to look at the big picture. I know this is just a stage where I'm in university. I know I'm afraid of failure a lot. Everything is fine, honestly, because you can just overthink, ruminate, and stress out on one thing too much, but I just always keep moving. I go from one thing to the next. When you work on something for too long, your brain is fried. You take a break and you do something fun and refreshing and new. Seriously? Okay. You wouldn't think that little wheels on concrete is that loud, but it is. Like, to be able to do sponsorships, for example, that is how I'm able to sustain myself, pay for all of my living expenses, my rent, food, and at school we have to pay for most of our supplies. So the fabric that I got for that project costed over $100 to do that, and I'm aware that it's just an unfortunate situation, but kind of throwing a bunch of negativity and hate at it doesn't change it. This is how we are coming into adulthood, you might say. I'm really fortunate to be able to do this job and also have an amazing, lovely community on the other side of the screen. So thank you so much for spending your time here. I'm just gonna leave my hair like this. Now, on the brighter side, I'm talking about other things. Let's see, I like to take my hair clip and pin this back, because hair doesn't kind of fall on my face as much, like just this piece right here. I have officially gotten ready for the day, the long day, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting my espresso. I put a lot of milk in it, which is why it looks full, by the way, because yes, the espresso comes out to be like this tall in my cup, and I just fill it up to the top with milk. Other random thing that you might be seeing in the back, aside from Prairie's Pram, I have this roll of fabric right here because there's a chance that these prints that I made last year that you probably saw in the finals vlog, that might be shown in our school's textiles department triennial. So there's a chance for that. Tyler helped me steam it and everything, roll it up, so I'm looking forward to it. I hope that you've enjoyed your time here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're interested in Care of, I have the link below for the first 200 people who want to use it to get 25% off your subscription order. I hope to see you very soon. Thank you again, sending you my love, and please take care. Bye. Also, you must have, okay, mail truck. I feel like this is how life treats me now. High five. Oh, okay. All right. Push pins everywhere.